It's done for this stairway. What about... There's another one down here. Ah, here we go. Another entity ran too far away. Well, that's hardly my fault, is it? Maybe it is my fault. Maybe I lured him too far away. Okay, so this area is finished. So is this one... That looks like about it for... There isn't even a stairway down to the next level of dungeons. Yeah, oh well. Maybe I hooked most of it out when I went down that first staircase. Nothing. Nothing. Still nothing. Ah, here we go. Looks like the cave generation process got in the way of this one. So I can use the cave to get around. But then again, so can the zombie can use the stairway to get to me. I suppose I might as well use it. The stairway, that is. And what is this? The zombie souped up on something. I don't know. Okay, let me just whip up a couple more torches here. There we go. Alright, what else is down here? Get rid of that. Ooh, wow. Certainly are a lot of them in one place. I mean, well, only two, but two's a lot. For this small of a constant, for a space that is confined. And here, we seem to have a bit of a washout. Let me just get out of... Not enough space. Well, you can hardly call that my fault. This place is a dead end. I knew I hadn't been somewhere. Well, that seems to do it for this area. There wasn't much in it, but... And now we're back down to the beginning. So that was the dungeon. The loot wasn't really in the same league as the When Dungeons Arise dungeons, but then again, neither were the enemies. They weren't as hard to fight. They just showed up in very confined spaces. So anyway, I'm going to go and head back home, and there really shouldn't be anything else between here and there. So I'll meet you back at home, back at the base. So I've been doing up to quite a bit after putting stuff away. I mean, I got... This actually has better armor than my original, well, hat. I added some more sodium to the coolant system, managed to get it up to around 16 or so. But then there's the question of power, additional power. I need additional power to convert polonium into antimatter, and the current setup I have now, well, I don't want to say it's not enough, but in order for it to be enough, I think I'd need to add more fuel to the fusion reactor. But I could also use this reactor from Powah. Now, in order to make the basic reactor block, you need carbonite. You didn't use to, but they changed an awful lot there. But after you've done that, though, you'll be able to upgrade the power blocks you have with capacitors, such as... Oh, here they are. Hardened capacitors, blazing capacitors, neotic capacitors, emeraldic capacitors, or whatever they're called. And, oh, spirited, that's right. And neotic capacitors, which use nether stars, and I don't have enough of those. But to get blazing capacitors, you need blaze powder. And to get the most out of blaze powder, we need to build another Immersive Engineering machine, the Crusher. Here it is. 10 steel scaffolding, 10 light engineering blocks, 1 redstone engineering block, 8 steel fence, 9 hopper. Okay, so let's see, 8 steel fence. In case you're wondering, yes, I do have the rest of those blocks. And if you're wondering where all the sound went, it's almost as though my computer can't handle everything at once anymore. Kind of sad when you think about it. Okay, let's see. Okay, that's 9. And speaking of stuff we need 9 of, I'm going to grab some iron. The sound is really sporadic. Maybe I just can't multitask and run Minecraft at the same time. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. The rest of the ingredients I've already got, either as rewards or leftovers. So it's 10 steel scaffolding, 10 light engineering blocks, 1 redstone engineering block, and the rest. I have decided to put it over here. The crusher is only 3 blocks tall, although it is kind of a big machine. And it'll look really imposing too. Yeah, even the sound of placing stuff is fading in and out. That's the first floor done. Or first level done, anyway. Where'd that go again? Right, it was here. The redstone engineering block goes there. Oh, my new boots seem to have step assist. It's always something to get used to when you get it. So that just leaves the hopper and the fence to be placed, as well as 4 more lead engineering blocks. And it looks like there's a fence of 8 that goes... Oh yeah, the 8 fence was what was originally called for, and that goes around 1 block. Ah, come on. And what about the rest of it? That should be all the fence. The last 3 blocks go here. And if I had to guess, I'd say that the 9 hoppers go on top of this ring of steel fences in the engineering block in the middle. Let me just confirm that. Yeah, there we go. And I'm wondering if I'll need to pipe stuff in here, like through the top. I don't know. Oh, of all the things to forget, I forgot my hammer, which is in my toolbox. And I think it's this one? Yeah, there we go. Now, where would I hook up the... Oh, well, it's kind of dumb of me. I'll have to get some basic engineering cables. That's from here. Or sorry, that I should have said basic universal cables. Now, where does this go? Looks like I connect it to here. Yeah, there's always like one block that looks like it can be, like it's supposed to be connected to the power source. There. And for added control, I'll take a lever, which means I'll have to make one. Put my hammer back. And switch it here, put it here. Make this sensitive to redstone. And voila. But apparently the crusher doesn't really have an interface. Maybe it does go to something on the top. Let me see. It doesn't say where to put things. But, well, first off, this is clearly an output, and the hoppers I put on top are clearly an imply that that's the input. So I guess what I'm going to have to do is take another hopper and connect it to the top of the machine. I'll finish the quest later. Oh, and the blaze rods, they're the reason for my wanting the crusher. You get 4 blaze powder out of one of them, as opposed to 3 with the pulverizer and 3 with a chance of 3 more with the create crusher. So I'll just stick this. Fortunately, the thing's not running. Otherwise, I'd be in really deep trouble. Maybe the input's on the other side of it. No, it doesn't look like it. I was looking for like a port with a blue thingy on it, a blue like indicator. Haven't gotten it. So my nitro energy cell, I'm going to put it right here, and then I'm wondering if this is going to just be spat out here, in which case I can just pick it up. So that's 20 blaze rods. It looks like they're going into the crusher's inventory. Unfortunately, I can't see what that is. Ah, here we go. It's giving me sulfur powder too. And yeah, that's all of them. That's 80. Okay. I'll just put some of this stuff away. Still got this steel rod here. It's possible my calculations might have been off, come to think of it. It's because I'm using these to build capacitors. I'm going to need to grind up more of these blaze rods, or not grind up more of the blaze rods, but how's that go again? But process them in the crusher. I never did like doing stuff at night. So I'll put this here. I'll have to feed these in here by 4s. I'm not exactly sure what happens when you feed too many of them in at once. I might have miscalculated this thing. Wait, how much do I owe? Huh. Why was only one of those things firing anyway? This doesn't make a whole lot of sense, does it? I mean, These things should be connected. Whoa, what? I know what happened. Hang on a minute. So that's what happens when you put too many of... But how could this have run out of power if it... Must have had some stored in there. Let me just reattach. Okay, so apparently the connection between the energizing rod and this cable was broken somehow. Possibly when the update happened. So I just reconnected them. Yeah, making these blazing crystals is a bit of a flea biting. The problem is that to make a blazing capacitor, can I not make one of these? Oh wait, here. Why isn't it showing up over here? I don't know. Ah, but wait. Seems I underestimated something else too. Apparently, you get two blazing capacitors for every regular one you use. Looks like I got a few extra here. So again, I'll take 20 blaze rods and run them through the crusher. Yeah, I was out grinding blazes off camera as well. I've been pretty busy, come to think of it. And there. Oh wow, I can actually hear what this thing sounds like now. Oh, wait. I know what's going on. I didn't bring the Neotic energy kit, but I guess I must have... Well, it looks to me as though I'm right. There is enough, or at least it looks like there's enough power left. Yeah. Just enough. Hang on a second. I got some. I got to feed this into the uranium, into the uranium fuel oxide manufacturing plant I have set up. So here we go again. Imagine if I'd been right. Ah, there. Then I would have needed 80 blaze rods. I didn't have that many. Oh, there's the blazing capacitor. Okay, so now I have enough of them. And this is what I'm talking about here. The blazing reactor block requires the hardened reactor block, which requires the basic reactor block, which requires carbonite, which requires you to defeat the Ergast in the Twilight Forest, or get a hold of the gas tear and borer essence, which I'm not exactly sure how you'd get that. Well, anyway. So you need 72, apparently, neotic crystals. I have 56 already from when I was working with Powah last time. Well, Powah last time. That's 66. That should be 72 right there. So unless they change the formula for doing this, which I don't think they have. Yeah, here we go. One by one. So that's 72. Yeah, that's 72. Okay. And now I might run out of dielectric paste too. But before that, I'm going to make the necessary neotic capacitors, which I can only make 18 of. Wait a minute. Oh, of course, I was off again. It takes 144 diamonds. That's what was wrong. Well, thank goodness for these dungeon raids. I got like tons of diamonds now. I'm gonna need dielectric paste too. And I once again have dungeon raids to thank for all these emeralds, which I never got around to using. Let's see, 128, 130. Okay, I need 16 more there. And let's see, how long is it going to take to... Sorry, I'm seeing this pillager group hanging around, and I need to wonder if are they coming after me? It looks like they're going away, actually, so never mind. I'll just get on with doing this, and I'm going to need more dielectric paste too. Oh boy. Yeah, this here's going to take a while.